Shawn. How you doing, brother?
Yep,
Can you hear me good?
doing good, man.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Hey, man, I'm glad
Yep,
you were able to get on here and do this interview. We appreciate it, man.
man. I appreciate you guys having me, man.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. So, how's the week been? Everything going good? You have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh man, I just had a baby like about a week ago. So my
Oh
week
my God.
has been a little chaotic, nonstop with the family, nonstop work.
Well, congratulations on that. I know that it's a busy time. I have two kids myself, so I get it, Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Thanksgiving though was great, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. Everything was good. Good Thanksgiving. Good time away, nice little break from the work and regular life, So that's always good. And you get to spend time with family.
Oh yeah.
So, hey man, let's get right into it, all right?
All
Um,
right.
how long have you been training MMA and what made you want to pursue this career or this opportunity?
All in all, I've been training for about 11 years now.
Oh,
Started when I was 18. I was in Durham. Um, and I just was kind of, training on and off out there. Um, I've kind of always done martial arts. So that's what got me wanting to fight. And I saw I was good early on, so I figured why not get paid for what I love to do?
yeah, excellent. So you've been training mixed martial arts or just martial arts in general for about 11 years now, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what discipline did you start off with?
So I started off with karate. I got a brown belt in karate and second degree black belt in taekwondo.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, man. That's great. What other sports have you competed in other than just
Um,
martial arts?
I did a little bit. That's pretty much it. I was always a person for contact sports, so
Yeah. So martial arts has always been your thing, kind of.
yes, sir.
Football as well. That's great, man. Hey, I gotta ask you, Grease Lightning. That's a such a sweet nickname. Where did that come from? Other than that, the movie, I don't know.
Okay, so me and my cousins used to. So I'm known for boxing. Like that's what I do. I spar. When I ride around, I had gloves in my car. That's what people knew me. Um, yeah, me and my cousins talk a lot of smack back and forth, and we were just going on and on about who was the fastest, who was the fastest, who's the fastest, and I don't know. I was dodging punches one day, and I thought about it. I'm like, I'm faster than lightning. I'm like, have you ever put grease on lightning? Because I'm slick. And it just kind of stuck. It started off as a joke, and everybody was saying it so much that I decided to make it my name for real.
Man, that's one of the greatest nicknames I've ever heard. Grease Lightning. I love it. That's great, man. That's brilliant. So,
Thank you.
yeah, man. Tell us, Shawn. Tell us about the last two fights. What did you learn from them? The Muay Thai fight and then the MMA fight.
Um, so I mean, I pretty much learned the same thing from both of them, honestly. Um, the first fight, the guy was really good. Um, and I learned about cardio. Everybody already stresses cardio. I'm a big guy, so I know cardio is going to play a big part, but I just didn't realize how different it is being in the cage, like really being in the cage versus practice, and that adrenaline dump. And I mean, I was exhausted after the first round, my first fight, and I tried to take control my pace in the second fight, which is why I was trying to take things a little bit slower up until the guy rushed me. And I also learned that I can take a hit, which is pretty good. I can also give him.
Yeah, maybe you didn't have to use too much of your cardio in that second fight. It only lasted 20 seconds, huh?
Yeah.
But would you say there was definitely improvement from that first Muay Thai fight to the second MMA fight in the striking or just your conditioning?
Well, there was I definitely improved my conditioning. I was a little bit, a win is a win, so I'm happy. But I was actually hoping to show more skill in the second fight. Show off my kicks, show my gas tank off a little bit, and I'm hoping to do that this fight.
Right on. You mean you threw a lot of accurate shots, man, in a row. I mean, so you were definitely hitting them. It was a, it was a
Oh
good, great,
yeah,
very great performance. Um, but man, is it
thank
difficult,
you.
man? Yeah, man. Is it difficult to find opponents in the super heavyweight class? I think I might have heard that were you like the first, was that the first fight that they've ever done in areas for super heavyweight, or am I wrong about that?
I I think I was the first Aries super heavyweight fight. Um, and my division is very small, man. It's super hard finding fights. I think there's like 5 or 6 guys that's in the division. Um, so I'm actually trying to drop weight now. I'm on my way down to heavyweight.
Oh, so that's the goal to get down to heavyweight.
Yes, sir. And eventually, maybe even I want to fight light heavy at some point. But definitely heavyweight in the near future.
Excellent, man. That sounds like a pretty good goal there. Um, but your next fight is scheduled for super heavyweight, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that is on February 4th,
I'll be fighting at 300 even.
300 even. And that's February 4th. And what's the preparation like during training camp versus outside of camp?
Um, cardio, cardio, cardio. So normally outside of camp, I focus a lot on sparring. I love standing up. I love, exchanging. Um, but right now, I understand the importance of being able to outlast my opponent and being able to, just give a good show. So that cardio is the number one thing.
Got it. So your next opponent, Colton Brock, he's 2-0 in MMA. What are you expecting from him in this matchup? That you can off the top of your head?
So I actually saw his last 2 fights. I mean, he's a big guy. I'm expecting for him to be a heavy hitter. I think he's going to come out right out the gate, swinging fast, swinging hard. Um, and I'm expecting just a little bit of wrestling. I think we're going to be standing up for most of the fight, though. Honestly,
So a stand-up battle.
yes, sir.
How do you feel about going down to Florida to take this fight in his home state?
Well, since the beginning of my fight career, I've been, traveling to Aries and Tennessee and fighting people in their backyard.
Yeah,
And, I'm just gonna go out there and do what I do best. That's another day in the job.
right on. So how do you see this fight playing out?
Um, I see me coming out on top. I think we're gonna battle it out a little bit in the first round. I'm gonna try to dance around some, tire him out, and towards the second round, I'm hoping for a KO.
Nice. Okay, so that's what the plan is right now, and that's what you need to do to get your hand raised on February 4th. But what does a win do for you?
Win brings me closer to going professional. That's every bit of experience I can get along the way is needed. Um, and I'm hoping to go pro early next year, sometime in March. So
Okay,
this
so
victory is definitely needed.
so that would be next if you're able to get the win on February 4th. You'd be looking at a professional fight, or are you going to drop down to heavyweight, or
So after this win, I plan on dropping down to heavyweight. I may take one more amateur fight, and then I definitely plan on going pro after that.
excellent. So potentially 2023, you could be going pro.
Yes, definitely, no doubt about it.
Gotcha, man. Well, that sounds awesome. Tell us about the gym a little bit. Tell us about Hobbs Jackson Wink. What's it like training there? What's the atmosphere? What's the culture
Man,
there?
I have been through a ton of different gyms all through North Carolina. And I actually found Hobbs MMA by accident. I was looking for a boxing gym, and I stumbled upon their gym. I went in, and I mean it's unlike any other gym I've been to. You know, all gyms talk about having that family feel, but I mean my teammates are everything, man. Everybody really strives to work together and push each other to do better. It's a ton of great fighters coming out of there. Tristan Scarborough, as you know, Josiah Newton, Cody Knoll. I mean, ton of great strikers, guys that are great on the ground. And as far as coaches go, I mean, Coach Hobbs is amazing. He can literally within, I don't know, 20 minutes of meeting you and working with you a little bit, he can pinpoint what you're good at, what you need work on, and he just knows how to deal with people.
That's great. So you're getting amazing training and also have great sparring partners and teammates there. So it's a great fit for you.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have it anywhere else.
Excellent. So are you originally from North Carolina? Are you from that area?
Um, so I've been here long enough to say I'm from here. Um, between here and Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
I gotcha. So did you so you did you played football and everything in North Carolina or
Yes, sir. Out in Durham. I grew
oh
up.
in Durham.
I mainly grew up in Durham. Yes, sir.
In Durham. Got you, man. Got you. Well, look, man. Hey, we're really excited to see your fight on February 4th. You got anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to add? What do you got to tell the fans, man, for us to be excited for Grease Lightning's next fight?
Uh, Listen, I just want to say I'm excited to put on a show for you guys. I can guarantee you haven't seen anyone my size move how I'm going to be moving. Just hang on to your seats and look for that knockout.
Heck, get your popcorn ready, right? So
That's right.
is there anybody at the highest level that you can that you can maybe relate your game to, someone that you feel similar to? I heard them maybe say Chris Curtis in the
Uh,
UFC. Maybe that's an obvious comparison. I don't know. Is there anyone that you admire?
okay. As far as that I'm admiring right now, and this is gonna sound a little bit weird. It's out of my weight class. Um, but I mean, Adesanya is just, I mean, his striking style is amazing. His IQ, as far as fight IQ, top of the line, and his counter fighting is top of the line. So, um, I know so far you guys have seen me brawl. That's coming from, my past a little bit, but I prefer to be more technical in there. So I'm hoping to show a little bit of that, little flash.
There you go, a little bit of that Adesanya. That's
That's right.
awesome. Hey, what'd you think about the fight, man? Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. What'd you think?
Oh man. So I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. Adesanya was definitely winning, in my opinion. If he had just wrote it out, he would have won those rounds. But that's the fight game. You never know. All it takes is one punch, and everything can change. I do wish that the ref had let him go out on his shield if he was going to go out, though.
Right, so you think it might have been a little bit of an early stoppage.
I think it was an early stop. I mean, we've seen people. Who was it? Um, I can't think of his name. His nickname is the Panther.
The Panther.
But we've seen people. He was a light heavy kickboxing. He also did kickboxing. Um, but I mean, we've seen plenty of people look in really bad situations and they come out of it. They end up coming out on top.
Right.
So I just feel like if you're not out, if he's not all the way out of it, see where it can go. He was still trying to dodge. He was still trying to weave. Um, and I think all of that kind of plays a part.
Got you, man. I don't know if you've looked ahead or not, but UFC 282, the main event, the little reshuffling in the card, Jiri Prochazka shoulder injury, had to withdraw from the fight against Glover. But we have a new main event for the vacant light heavyweight title. Jan Blachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev. Do you have any prediction for that fight? Who do you like in that fight?
Uh, Man, it's hard for me to say honestly. Um, I've been keeping up a lot with the heavyweights. I haven't been watching as much, like I said, with the baby coming and everything. I've been spending most of my time at work, so
Okay.
I'm kind of at a loss on that one.
Got you. Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, that card's coming December 10th. But yeah, so your fight though, February 4th. And what promotion is that? Do you know? Do you um What promotion is that going to be in? Are you sure?
The promotion is called Impact.
Impact Promotions. That's right. I think that's I think I
Yes,
saw
sir.
one of the fights and they were showing that in the intro video there. Impact. Yeah. I
Yes, sir.
think that makes sense. Awesome, man. Well, you're gonna be, have an opportunity to gain a whole new audience over there. First time fighting, in Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
So, hey, what a great opportunity for you. Um, how were you able to get that? One last thing. How did you find that matchup? How does that work? If you can share a little bit about that.
Uh, Again, my team is amazing. Um, I came back into training and I was speaking with Josiah Newton and my coach, Madison Hobbs, about wanting to fight. They told me they put the word out, and literally 12 hours later, they had a fight for me.
Wow, how about that, man? That's great.
Can't beat it.
You can't beat that when you got, such a good team behind you, kind of watching your back, making sure that you're gonna stay active. And so that Muay Thai fight, that was about 6 months ago, right? Give
Yes,
or take.
sir.
And then you were just in the octagon about 3 months ago, and here you go again in February, returning to the action. So you've been pretty active, which is exciting for everyone.
I definitely enjoy it, man. I'm actually planning on being in there a little bit more. If I can get a fight every month, once I get down to heavyweight, every 2 months, that'll be the goal.
Excellent, man. So, Shawn, any more one last shout out or anything you want to say before we close this thing out?
I do want to give a shout out to my gym, Hobbs MMA, in Jackson Winks. I want to give a shout out to Madison Hobbs, of course, my coach. He's a great coach. I wouldn't be here without him. And just a shout out to the fans, and of course you, man. Thank you for having me up here.
No, for sure. Thank you, man. I'm always looking for opportunities to interview you guys, get to know you a little bit, and do some articles for Fightbook MMA. So it's a great opportunity, man. So we're definitely gonna have to be in touch again, and maybe before your fight, if you have time, we can do another one or after.
Oh yeah. Either way you want to do it, I have time.
Perfect, brother. Well, hey, once again, we can't wait to see Grease Lightning in action on February 4th. Go get them, man. All right.
All right, man.
Thank you, Shawn. We appreciate your time. You have a good evening, okay? We'll
You
talk
too, man.
soon.
Peace.
Thank you, brother. Peace.